So we have another team coming up from Chicago, and it's called Loco.
If you've ever struggled to figure out where to live based on proximity to locations important to you, such as grocery stores or the gym, Loco is here to help. Loco is a web application that makes moving easier for users by rating and ranking a list of prospective new homes according to their accessibility to important places in the area. I'm going to hand it over to Phan to tell you more about Loco.
Hello, and thank you for joining us today. My name is Phan, and these are my teammates Tomas and Jeru. And we are the team behind the world's first web app that ranks your prospective homes by their proximity to your favorite places. Introducing Loco. Loco leverages the power of Google Maps to help you easily compare your home options, because moving is stressful enough. And it's often important for us to consider how each prospective home will affect our commute to work and our accessibility to places like the supermarket or public transit. And during this transitional time in our lives, we might be wishing that we had the help of a local to show us around the area. And that's where Loco comes in to help. So the process is simple. Give Loco a list of homes that you're interested in and the things you want nearby, and it will take out the manual work of figuring out where everything is. Our custom algorithm takes in the distances between each home and the points of interest and returns a ranked list of the homes. So rather than having a bunch of tabs open at once to do all your research, you can now centralize much of the work in one place. And now here's Tomas to show you the app.
Thanks, Phan. All right, let's take a look at Loco and how we can help our user Grace find her next home. Grace is moving back to Chicago to be closer to family and to study software development. So she picked up a couple of places she would like to rent, and Loco allows her to add them to the app and see them on the map. She can also add important information about those places, like the price of the listing or a hyperlink to where she found them on the internet. But more importantly, Grace can save important places to her, like her mom's house that she would like to live close by to, but not too close though, or Full Stack, her coding bootcamp. So those places will also be displayed on the map. And now, where the magic happens, that would be our custom filters. There, Grace can select from a variety of establishments like gyms, supermarkets, or transit stops, and our ranking algorithm will rank all those homes by those places she selected. She can also see the commute times to each of those places, and as our map is fully interactive, she can navigate and see additional information for every marker. Now Jeru will tell you about the technologies we use and the challenges we faced.
Thank you, Tomas. To develop Loco, we primarily use the Pern stack along with Redux and Material UI. To gather the necessary data for our proprietary home ranking algorithm, we use Google's places, distance, and geocoding APIs to find the nearest points of interest along with distance and commute times for each home. To view all the prospective homes and important places in a single view, we use the Google Maps API. During the development of our project, our team ran into several challenges. We realized that we were making too many API calls, and to solve this issue and reduce costs, we cached information in our database and used Redux Persist to avoid unnecessary API calls. Also, when our object relational mapping tool fell short of accessing data with complex associations, we had to become more familiar with using raw SQL queries. Thank you. Try us. On your next move, we invite you to use Local to be your guide and contribute at our GitHub. Thank you.
And so if you like Loco, please remember to like the post, like their pinned comment. That was that is a real problem. Like if you've tried moving, it's really hard to connect all of these various data sets, and especially if you're in a big city like Chicago or New York, there's so many options. They're all over the place. I think that this team did a great job of really using all the APIs from your ex-employer, Matt, so that I think that there's amazing amount of information available out there, and they did a good job of putting it all together into something that's very usable. Yeah.
I agree. And as somebody who has moved just around 20 times since I left the nest, this is something that I definitely could have used. And as my life situation gets more and more complicated with a bigger family and more concerns, this is incredible. And like you said, they synthesized an awful lot of data from a very, very great resource and presented it in a usable way.